Catherine Storen here, your confidence building coach. How are you? Today I wanted to bring a very personal video to you because I feel that sometimes all you hear is the good things and you think that people that you follow, that their life is perfectly fine and everything is wonderful. And then you compare that to your life and you're wondering, why is everything great? And my life is falling apart, or I'm always worried, what's going on? So I wanted to keep it real and tell you exactly what's happening. Last Friday, on my way to dropping off my daughter to school, I got into a car accident. I got into some black ice and I had no control of the car, lost control of the car, and I believe that I was not in control. And at the very end, the car just moved and I hit a light post just lightly, and the car is very damaged, but my daughter and I were perfectly fine. That same morning, I was due to go to a funeral from a person I used to work with. So needless to say, I couldn't go. So there I was faced with death, in two different ways, where a friend had died, and then my daughter and I were faced with this horrible accident that could have been really, really disastrous, and it wasn't. But I praise God that we were fine, we were okay, we were able to go to school, the car's been repaired, I got a really awesome fancy rental, so everything is great, right? Well, that same afternoon, a coworker a friend that I used to work with called me, and I thought she called me because I missed a funeral and I told her I was gonna go. Instead, she called me to tell me that someone that I really care about, someone that I actually, to be honest, was engaged to at some point a few years ago, had passed away. And he was very young, and it was very upsetting to me. Even though we were not together anymore, I was very upset, and the relationship ended because it was not a healthy relationship, and he took all that I had in me to be able to walk away. And that's life. Sometimes you have to do things, and you have to have the right tools within your life and the people around you to be able to do the things that are better for you, that are best for you. And I was upset. I was still friends with the family, so I decided that I was gonna go. It was gonna be painful, but I would go. And I'm so glad that I have done this. Years ago, I bought this beautiful Laura Ashley black dress, and I decided that was gonna be my funeral dress. And I know it's morbid, but stick with me. And since then, I have bought other funeral dresses because that one is really for winter. It's wool, it's long, it's beautiful. So I had several. So I was able to go to my stash of black funeral dresses, and they're really beautiful and appropriate. And I did not have to think about it. I was able to put them on and just go and do my thing. And the next day was the funeral. Again, I had another black dress. I didn't have to go buy another dress. I remember when a friend of mine, her husband died, she had nothing to wear, and she had to go for Neiman Marcus, and she spent $700 on a black dress because I don't know if you're aware, but whenever you're looking for a black dress that is not embellished, that doesn't have a law neckline or anything, it is so hard to find. So do yourself a favor when you're shopping, when you're out, don't go looking for a black dress because you won't find it. But when you're shopping, when you're out there, if you find something that fits and it's simple but elegant and it has a nice cut, buy it. Buy it, buy it, buy it. You're gonna be so happy that you did, because when tragedy strikes, the last thing you want to do is worry about what you're going to wear because you are already upset enough. And the last thing you want to do also is not show up because you have nothing to wear. So why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you this because life is so very short. And in one day, in 3 different ways, I faced how short life is. I kind of faced my mortality, and it just made me so grateful to know that my faith is with me, to know that God is with me, but also that I'm doing what I love, that I'm sharing my gifts. And it took me a very long time to realize that what I do is a gift, to be able to see people's beauty, to be able to help them showcase how wonderfully made they are, right? And I'm sharing it. I'm not wasting time. I am talking to you every day in social media, networking. I have clients that I coach, and I take shopping, and I redo closets, and I'm doing it all, and I'm doing it now because when you are given a gift, you cannot sit in it. You cannot just wait for the perfect moment because we are but a vapor. We are here for a second, and the next thing, we're not here anymore. And that's what happens. The world continues to go on. People are sad for a little bit, but guess what? Life goes on, and they go on their business. So don't sit on your gifts. Do whatever that is that you need to do. If you need to talk to a coach, talk to a coach. If you need to quit your job and do that thing that you always wanted to do, do it. Of course, take the steps in order to do that, do it wisely, but don't wait. Life is so, so very short and so precious. You have these amazing gifts, these God-given gifts, and there are people out there that are desperately waiting for those gifts. And please don't take them for granted. I thought that everyone knew how to shop. I thought I knew it was easy for everyone to put an outfit together in no time, have an amazing closet, and have the confidence to show up and do the things that they wanted to do, to get on camera. I know many people that are not able to, and I took that for granted for the longest time, but no more. I embrace my gifts, I share my gifts, and I am happy to do so because I know it is a privilege. I am called to share my gifts, and so are you. You are fantastic. Maybe you are a great chef. Maybe you can decorate a room like it's nobody's business. All those things that you think are so simple and so insignificant, they are not, my friend. They are gifts that you were given, and you have the responsibility, okay, the responsibility to share them with as many people as you can, because one day you're going to realize that that person that you wanted to help is no longer going to be here, okay? You have today is the only day that you have promised, so make today count. Make sure that you tell the people that you love them, and make sure that you're living your day to the fullest, that you are actually living the life that you were supposed to lead, because you're here today, tomorrow we don't know. And how wonderful it is to know that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, that you're doing things that you enjoy, that you're doing things that you love. It feels, oh, it feels amazing, and I want the same for you. I want you to live an amazing life. I want you to look wonderful, because when you look wonderful, you feel wonderful, and you do more things. I see this every day as I encourage people to get out of their shell, to get out there and to pursue their dream. It is a challenge. It is hard. It is difficult, and sometimes it's not convenient. But when you do it, it feels so very good. And that's what I want for you, my friend. Please take the challenge. Decide this very moment that today, not later, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you have the money, not when you lose the weight, not when you get promoted. Today, you're going to start doing the things that are in your heart, because they were placed there by God. And if they were placed there by God, He has given you the means, He has given you the resources, but you cannot just sit at home. You have to get off your bond, and you have to go and do it. You have to go find those things. You have to work hard to get those things. Use your gifts. Share your gifts. Life is short, and it's happening.